Hello, I'm Al with Kawasaki KCM. Today we're going to review the process for changing the Cummins Direct Flow air filters. Cummins Direct Flow air filters are used on all Cummins Tier 4 engines. The first thing that we need to establish is that you should never just remove an air filter just to look at it or just to check it. Rely on the plugged air filter indicator in the dash panel to determine the condition of the air filters. It's there for the purpose of showing whether a filter should be changed or not. Do not remove the filters if the plugged air filter indicator has not lit. When the indicator light is illuminated, the outer element is going to be full of dirt, and that's normal. After we open the engine housing doors and the engine is shut off, you pull the outer cover off as shown here. These over-centering snap locks come free and the cover comes off. Next, you remove the filter by pulling the filter out here. This is a good time to use a vacuum cleaner to get the debris out. You want to check the condition of the filter, check the seals to make sure that everything is sealed well, that the pleats are in good condition, and that no dirt has passed on through the center to the inside filter. Note that the inner filter can be inspected visually without removal, and it can be left in place and used again when the outer filter is changed for the first time. When you change the outer filter 2 times, when it's changed twice, the inner filter must be replaced also. What you want to do as well is use a good clean rag and wipe out the inside after you vacuum it. We're going to pull the inside filter out now. Again, it's important to know that you need to swab out the inside of the filter housing before pulling out the filter. Again, you need to check and inspect the condition of the filter, check the pleats to make sure that nothing is broken and that it's in good condition. This is where you want to take a few moments and check for signs of dirt entry that's bypassed into the piping at the intake air entry to the engine. You want to check this area right here to make sure that there's no dirt entry and swab this area out to make sure that there's no dirt that's gone past it. If there is any residual dirt, you want to remove it with your rag. An important thing to remember is never to clean these air filters. Never use compressed air or any other method to clean them, just simply replace them. The same thing goes for the inside element as well as the outer element. Now I'm going to show you how to put this back into the housing. Of course, we've already cleaned the housing. It's been wiped out with a dampened cloth, so we proceed now by entering and putting the filter in here. You want to be sure that the filter is seated completely to the back and that it sits in the recess as it's designed to. Now I'll get the outer element. Again, we've already examined it. We know that it's clean. It's a good air filter. There. It seats firmly back in its recess as it's designed so that the seals all the way around are able to thoroughly seal any debris or dirt from entering into the engine. With both air filters in place and recessed securely in their fixtures, you want to install this cover in this manner and put the over-centering locks on as shown. In summary, there are a few things that we want to keep in mind. Again, never reuse the air filters. Always replace them. When you replace the outer filter 2 times, replace the inner filter. When you're replacing the outer filter for the first time, or like the first and third and fifth and so on, and you're not going to change the inside air filter, be sure that it's in good condition. And as you're changing the air filters, it's very important to wipe out the inside of the housing completely all the way around to be sure that you have no dust or debris that's going to be left behind. Above all, don't leave the dust in there and push that dust ahead into the throat where the engine entry is, because it will ruin the engine. So keeping these things in mind and following these best practices of air filter changes is a must for long engine life.